Hello everybody, this is my 50th review of films to come out in 2025, and today I'm talking about War of the Worlds. This is based on the H.G. Wells novel The War of the Worlds, and it was directed by Rich Lee. People are saying this is the worst movie of 2025. Are they right? Yes. Would I recommend War of the Worlds 2025? Absolutely. It definitely was not this movie's intention, but this movie functions as the best comedy I have seen in years. And I am more pumped to rewatch this movie than any other movie I've seen in 2025. Where do I even begin? Going into this, I had no idea what it was, I just heard it was bad. The trailer even says, "It's worse than you think," which is just perfect wording. It's probably the most accurate trailer tagline I've seen all year. The movie opens with Ice Cube signing in on his computer, and we learn from two different sets of texts that he's a domestic terror analyst. And with just a little bit of intuition, you can probably guess pretty quickly that this entire movie will be from the POV of his monitor. There have been movies that have done this in the past. It's been a while since I've seen the movie Searching, but I remember it being pretty good. And it did the same gimmick of your POV is the computer monitor, just with the story being about the investigation for a missing person. Unfriended is a terrible horror movie that also did this gimmick. But at least there's some logic to doing this gimmick with a horror movie. If your POV is just people's webcams, then your perspective is very limited, which could possibly make things scarier. But I see no logic to doing this gimmick with an alien invasion movie. Throughout pretty much the entire movie, Ice Cube is just sat in a room acting against nothing. And the things he's supposed to be reacting to are like Independence Day level apocalyptic events. And he's not exactly reacting with a lot of emotion or enthusiasm. At one point, someone brings these lightning showers to his attention, and his reaction is just, ooh. Seriously, there is a point of this movie where he sees Congress being attacked by aliens, and his reaction is just like, oh man, shoot, not the Congress building. I don't even really understand what his job is or what his role is in the plot of the movie. For the most part, he barely does anything. He somehow adds 17 miles worth of electricity to a Tesla so his daughter Faith can use it as a getaway vehicle. And the only reason I remember what her name is because at one point in the movie she says to Ice Cube, "Dad, you need to have a little faith." People are saying this movie is like a feature-length version of Nathan Fielder's The Web.
It looks like the asteroid's on a straight trajectory towards Earth. We'll all be dead in 5 minutes.
What are you talking about? There's a microchip in there. Can't you hack it?
I think that's a pretty funny comparison, but I think the more apt comparison is Celery Man. If you don't know, there's a Tim and Eric sketch where Paul Rudd is sat in front of a green screen just looking at computer-generated dancers and giving them commands.
Could I see a hat wobble?
Yes.
That's essentially what this entire movie is, just Ice Cube reacting to images on his computer. Throughout the movie, he's trying to track these anonymous type cyber attackers, and it's revealed that his son is the main cyber attacker. And his reaction is just, mwah.
How could you? My own son is hacking the government.
Another interesting choice this movie made to depart from its source material is the goal of the aliens. In the book, the aliens are generic, they're just going to Earth to find a new homeworld, but in this movie, the aliens are after our data. The aliens are just going to data centers, stealing people's Facebook images, and sucking up those sweet, sweet SD cards. How are the aliens benefiting from this data? I don't know. What I do know, however, is how they're stopped. How are the aliens stopped? By Mark. Mark is an Amazon delivery driver, and it should be to no one's surprise that he saves the day when the day needs saving. When you are bleeding out on the ground about to die, Mark is there with boxing tape to use as a tourniquet, stop the bleeding, and save your life. When Ice Cube needs a thumb drive to administer a computer virus to the aliens and destroy them all, Mark's got it. And he doesn't just have the thumb drive, no. He has an Amazon delivery drone to quickly and efficiently send it to Ice Cube. And even when Mark's drone is flipped upside down and rendered useless, Mark has a solution. To offer a homeless man a $1,000 Amazon gift card to flip the drone back to its upright position. Now, would any of you like to guess what streaming service this movie is on? I'll wait. Could it be Netflix? Vudu? Tubi? It's Amazon. And after the day has been saved, we see the entire Radford family get together for a beautiful final moment. Just a heartwarming family reunion. But just as a little cherry on top, the Joe Rogan tweets at them and lets them know that they've done a great job. What an honor. This movie is terrible. Everything about it is terrible. If I were to sit here and list off every single thing about this movie that's terrible, this video would be 10 times the length of the fucking movie. It is a legendarily bad movie that you need to see. I'm going to give this a half a star out of 5. My next review will be on The Preparation for the Next Life, directed by Bing Liu, so subscribe to see that. In the description, I will put a link to my Letterboxd list ranking all of the movies I have reviewed this year so far. Here is the ranking, and at number 50 at the very, very bottom is War of the Worlds. Not even joking, Baby Invasion is way better than this movie, and I fucking hated Baby Invasion. There should also be a link to the YouTube playlist of all of my 2025 film reviews in the description. You can also find that on my channel page and on the left side of your screen. Thank you for watching. Comments and likes are very much appreciated. They help give me a boost in the algorithm. That's all I gotta say about War of the Worlds 2025. See ya.